Hello, YouTube family. Auntie is here. I'm Patty Jackson. I'm your auntie of pop culture, and yes, we got a lot to unpack. But let's do the hug, because I get excited and I forget the hug. So come on. Mm. It's not cute not knowing. I love hearing from you, so thanks for chiming in about last night. It's not cute not knowing, and now we're going to know. There was this game between the Chiefs and the 49ers, and the Chiefs came out on top. Were you surprised? 30 million people tuned in to see Usher, baby, with the halftime show. Your thoughts? Did you like it? Understand it? Did you love it? The reviews were kind of mixed, but a lot of people loved it. I thought it got really, really good at the end with Luda and Little John. But there were a lot of stuff. You had over 100 dancers. It was a production that cost over $2 million to put on. No, Usher did not make a dime. Why do artists do a halftime Super Bowl? You could be saying they got the money. No, they don't get paid. It's the promotion and publicity, because Usher is about to go on a 24-city tour, and they're already selling out. It's expensive. I looked at them tickets. I was like, oh gosh, who would cost so much sometime to go to a show? Sometimes you just need a credit card just to go to shows. The tickets are pricey. I don't know what Jermaine Dupri had on. He said he was very drunk last night. He said, I ain't playing with your me and my designer. He looked different. To me, I'm old school. He looked like something out of Little Rascals. If you never heard of Little Rascals, Google it. There were moments in the beginning. Usher's mic, it was off, and they definitely had to fix it. There were some technical difficulties. When he came out with those roller skates, he did fall, but he knows how to recover really quickly. So, like, he knows what to do. If he goes down, he knows how to get back up. Alicia Keys, the dress. God, that red gown was amazing. But didn't we all do this when that voice cracked at first? Yeah, her voice cracked in the very beginning. But then they went on to do My Boo, and he was hugging her. And they kept saying, oh, our husband's going mad. Swiss Beats going to get him. Swiss Beats knows artistry, and Usher be flirting with all the women. So it was just all part of the show. Absolutely loved Luda and Little John. And Usher's looks. Now, he paid homage to a lot of the greats. Michael Jackson with the glove. Al Green. The moment where Usher ripped off his shirt and he had the high-waisted pants on and the bare upper body. Al Green did that in the 70s. He paid homage to Prince when Her came out with that electric guitar. Amazing. So it was his way of paying homage to. He represented the ATL well, which I knew he would. I said, boy, this is going to be a whole Atlanta thing. I never even paid attention to the strippers on the pole. They were like strippers. I was like, where? I had to go watch it again. But he gave an amazing performance, and there was a lot of pressure. Usher had some kind of weekend because he got married on Saturday night. Yeah, he married the mother of his youngest children. They have 2 kids. She's Italian and Puerto Rican descent, and she's younger than him. Usher would marry women who are older than him. But it was quite a night. You could tell he works hard on his body, on his craft, and putting on a great show. I love, love, love his positivity. But he did that last night. Leave me your thoughts and your comments about the show. Another big event was Beyonce releasing a country album. That Verizon commercial was, wow. It was some of the best acting, in my opinion, she's ever done. I thought, she's really good. But this explains a whole Western gear. It's a real country album. I love that Texas Hold'em. See, I used to play country music, and during that period of my career, I really fell in love with it. For those who say, why is she doing a country album? She from Texas. She going back to where she grew up. And it's a thing. You know, country music is not just for white people. I wonder how the country people will feel about her coming into their territory. But I love Texas Hold'em, and she's so darn sexy. She gonna have all them women losing weight because it is sexy, sexy, sexy. Normally, you have people trying to run away from country, but here is Beyonce embracing it. It's a brand new album. This is the Renaissance Act 2. Can't imagine what Act 3, which will probably come out next year. But Beyonce, very brave move. I don't know if urban stations or stations like DAS will play it. I don't know. I have to ask my boss. I can't wait to talk to him about it because I could just hear him saying, I'm not playing that. But how will they embrace Beyonce as a country artist? I think it's a very brave thing to do. You know, a lot of times people want to pigeonhole you. You just sing this type of music. I like seeing her branch out, and I hope she does well with this project. The commercials. My favorite was Duncan with Jennifer Lopez, Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, and Tom Brady. That was a cute commercial. We got a chance to see Wicked. Ariana Grande, Cynthia Erivo. This is how they're going to do Wicked, the movie musical. Part 1 will come out Thanksgiving of this year. Part 2, not until Thanksgiving of 2025. They had the Arnold Schwarzenegger commercial. There are a lot. You know, when you think about the Super Bowl, it's either the game, the food, the commercials, or the halftime show. And it was an amazing night. What a weekend. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame nominations came down. Now, everybody don't get a chance to go in. And this is a tough category, and it makes me wonder who is getting inducted. We're not going to find out for a few weeks, but it will air on Disney Plus and ABC. Mariah Carey, Cher, Sinead O'Connor, Mary J. Blige, the Dave Matthews Band, Eric B., Rakim, Foreigner, Peter Frampton, Kool and the Gang, Lenny Kravitz, Sade, A Tribe Called Quest, and Ozzy Osbourne. Now, as I said, everybody is not getting inducted. This is a tough list. Cher has already said, don't include me in that. This is gonna go with my story. I'm telling. Everybody doesn't get in. Now Cher said, I don't want to go in. You know, Dolly Parton said the same thing, and she got in. So, and Cher, you're deserving. Come on, girl. You've had hits in 6 decades. Every decade, you have topped the charts with something. Now, for a lot of people, they'll say, this ain't rock and roll. And I've heard that a lot. I always thought maybe they should call it the Music Hall of Fame, because a lot of rock and rollers get angry when they see, I don't know, the R&B or the rap groups, you know, when they're getting inducted. There's so many people, oh my God, that are not in it. Not Patti LaBelle, not Anita Baker, not my Aunt Dion, not Luther Vandross. There's so many. There is. The list would shock you to find out who's in and who isn't in there. But we're going to find out in a few weeks. Tonight on ABC, there's a 2020 true crime series called Bad Romance. I interviewed the host. His name is Ryan Smith. My schedule is really busy, and I kept saying, they kept asking me, Patty, you got to do this interview. You got to do this interview. He's from Philly. And I said, that's why he was so persistent. Growing up in Philly all his life, he's on ABC, he's at ESPN, one of the guys on there, he's a legal analyst for ABC. Well, he's got this show called Bad Romance. It comes on after The Bachelor. Woo! We have heard the stories of when love goes bad, and this one, when love goes bad, bad. 10 o'clock. If you miss it, it streams the next day on Hulu. I had a chance to go back on Hulu and check out some past episodes, and it was really, really good. Congratulations, Ryan Smith, 2020. Woo! ABC. It's really one of those captivating shows. Wendy Williams' husband wants her back. He is not happy about that Lifetime documentary. It's coming, I believe, the 23rd and 24th of this month. Can't believe his son is involved in it. He feels that if he is back in her life, that he could just get her on the right path. Kevin, you're the reason why she's there in the first place. The downfall started when you and your treatment of her. Because she just loved the ground you walked on. And when you left, you had that baby by another woman. Now the money is dried up. I hear the woman with the baby, she ain't with him because they ain't got no money. You have to be careful about when people only want to be with you when there's money. And I have a story coming up about that. I'm sure he wants to be back with her because he probably will convince the Wells Fargo people, give her back her money. But here's the reason, one of the reasons, besides her declining health. This is going to be a very revealing look. We're going to see her without a wig. We're going to see her in a state that's not good. But it's a 2-night event. It's going to be must-see TV. The Bob Marley movie, One Love, comes out this Friday. What an amazing artist who died way too young, 36 years old. And he was this Jamaican reggae superstar all around the world, and just some of the best music. Jamming, Could It Be Love? There's so many great songs. Bob Marley was truly an inspiration. Kingsley Ben Adair is playing Bob Marley. Lashana Lynch from the Marvel movies is playing his wife, Rita. But One Love, the Bob Marley story, hits theaters this weekend. Sometimes things can go too far. And jealousy is a terrible thing. Comedian and actor Mike Epps. He's going to be in my part of town this weekend, as well as Cat Williams. He tried to come for Shannon Sharp, saying derogatory things about his sexuality, just saying things, and why he didn't want to be on Club Shay Shay. Meanwhile, he begging to be on there. Well, Shannon Sharp said, and they're going to probably see each other like this weekend in Indiana. I'm going to beat your ass. Shannon Sharp, what you're not going to do is you're not going to play with me. Now, I also said this last week. I said people are really in their feelings and really jealous about his YouTube show, Club Shay Shay. How does someone who is not a broadcaster, how does he get this success? Why is he having this success? He's a former NFL player. No, he's going to the Hall of Fame. He's on the ESPN First Take. Ooh, they were shouting this morning. But there's a lot of jealousy all around that man. From colleagues, former colleagues, they're mad. And I think Mike Epps, it just seems like he just has a problem with other people with success. And it just shouldn't be a competition like that, because if you stay in your lane, Mike Epps has a lane. And he's funny, and he's got the Netflix shows. He got a new special coming on the 20th. He just poked the wrong bear. Now, you know they might see each other at the All-Star game this weekend. Shannon will be working. Mike is from Indiana. So Mike gets on social media. Why are you going to threaten me? And it's tiring. Let's just say that. Tyler Perry is coming back out in public. He has a new Netflix movie coming out next week with Kelly Rowland, Mea Culpa, and he's going to be on the Today Show this week. Will he talk about all the brouhaha and how people can't keep his name out their mouths? No. I think he's going to talk about his projects and keep moving. I rarely talked about Michael Jordan's son Marcus. I just was like, he was dating Scottie Pippen's ex-wife, Larsa. She's older than him. And I was just like, oh, gosh. Well, they done broke up. They broke up. And you know you're broken up when you scrub that person off your social media. And she's walking around asking her friends, unfriend him on social media. People do that. What do you guys think about that? Would you break up with someone and say, unfriend them on social media? Would you do that? See, I'm newsy. I'm like, keep it open so we can see what's going on. Larsa Pippen dumped Marcus, saying she needed someone mature and financially stable. Well, let's read between the lines. Marcus has a trust fund, and his parents, Juanita and Michael Jordan, was like, you ain't getting none of this money until you dump her. You got money, but you ain't getting it until you get rid of her. Financially stable. He probably didn't have no money to do all the things that she wanted because his parents, and yes, he's a grown man, but you're still controlled by the parents' purse strings. He can't get none of that money. And they're not playing with him because they don't want her to have the money. But they broke up. Nene Leakes really wants to be on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. She's already doing stuff like Celebrity Squares and I think that College Hill on BET. She's in serious financial problems, owing $30,000 in back taxes for one thing and $25,000 for an unpaid rent on a business that she had. They're shaking up the Real Housewives of Atlanta. She was making more money than anybody, but her attitude got in the way. Do you think they'll take her back? Abbott Elementary returned in fine form last week. Someone said you didn't talk about Abbott Elementary. Y'all know that's my show. I love it. It did not disappoint. It's back and it's good. And it's been renewed for a 4th season. Yes, Quinta. Go towards that. Syndication. Money, money, money. All over the place. I threw out a lot of questions, so you know I want to hear from you. Leave a comment below. Subscribe to the channel. This way, you don't have to miss anything. And give us a thumbs up if you like the video. It's me. It's Loretta. It's curls, it's scoop, it's wisdom, it's a little bit of everything. But thanks so much for joining me. It's not cute not knowing. I'm Patty Jackson. I'm your auntie of pop culture.